We all have a favorite color, but have you ever stopped to really think about what that choice says about you?
What if I told you that the one color you're drawn to isn't random at all? That it could actually be the very key that unlocks your deepest ambitions, your emotional core, and pretty much the way you see the entire world.
Now, this isn't just some fun thought experiment. There's a whole field dedicated to this called color psychology. And trust me, major companies use this stuff every single day. Ever wonder why Facebook's logo is blue? Well, it's designed to subconsciously build trust. And that iconic Coca-Cola red, yeah, that's no accident either. It's all part of a powerful visual language.
To give you an idea of just how powerful this is, studies have shown that just using the color red for a sales sign can boost sales by over 80%. You see, color isn't just something we look at, it's something we feel and react to, often without even realizing it.
So, let's start with the heavy hitters. We're talking about the colors that are all about power, control, and some serious influence.
First up, the color that just commands immediate respect and seriousness: black. If black is your go-to, you're likely seen as ambitious, intelligent, and totally in control. I mean, there's a reason it's the color of graduation robes and power suits, right? But here's what's really interesting. While you project this image of control, you're often quite sensitive and emotional on the inside. You just value your privacy and don't overshare, which creates this kind of mysterious aura around you.
Okay, let's move to a color that operates at the extremes, the color of pure intensity, red.
What's so fascinating about red is its complete duality. On the one hand, it's the color of passion and love, but on the other, it represents aggression, power, and even anger. If you love red, you're probably a bold risk-taker. You aren't afraid of the spotlight. In fact, you kind of want to be the center of attention, and you definitely have the strong personality to back it up.
And now for what's often called the world's favorite color: blue. If blue is your color, your core values are probably trust, loyalty, and peace. You're the person everyone can rely on, the steady hand in any crisis. You value your mental peace more than anything, and you tend to avoid any unnecessary drama, which is a quality everyone can appreciate.
And there's actual science to back this up. As color psychologist Angela White says, just being in a blue environment can make you feel more calm, relaxed, and even more productive. It's exactly why companies use it, to create that feeling of calm reliability.
Okay, so we're moving from the colors of power to the colors that connect us to nature, to happiness, and to our own inner energy.
Let's start with the color of life itself: green. It's all about nature, luck, and health.
If you're drawn to green, you are probably an overwhelmingly positive person. You're just wired to see the good in people, and you're always looking for balance and safety. And here's a cool fact. Studies have actually shown that people are measurably more creative when they're working in a green-lit room. It's the color of growth, in more ways than one.
Next up, probably the happiest color in the box. Yellow is the color of sunshine, joy, and laughter.
People who love yellow are typically light-hearted optimists with high self-esteem and a lot of confidence. And it's not just a feeling. Seeing the color yellow has been scientifically shown to trigger the release of serotonin, which is our brain's feel-good chemical. A little word of caution, though. While it's great for your mood, too much yellow can sometimes increase anxiety.
So what happens when you blend the energy of red with the happiness of yellow? Well, you get orange. If orange is your favorite, you're likely a productivity powerhouse. You're just full of enthusiasm and energy, able to tackle tough tasks with a positive attitude. A 2018 study even confirmed that orange environments can actually boost your energy levels. It's also a color that's tied to spiritual simplicity, worn by monks to represent a non-materialistic lifestyle. Finally, let's explore the colors that reflect more complex, more introspective, and nuanced personalities. We'll begin with purple, a color that historically was tied to royalty, but now it speaks more to creativity and imagination. Lovers of purple are often dreamers. You're highly emotional, sensitive, and deeply artistic. You walk through life seeking emotional stability, and you often use your creativity and a great sense of humor as your guide. You're the artist, the writer, the unique individual who sees the world just a little bit differently.
Now for the lighter hues, because they reveal their own unique personalities too. First, pink. Lovers of pink are the social butterflies, valuing relationships and approaching life with this playful, heartfelt energy. Then we have white. If you're drawn to white, you seek purity and simplicity. You're organized, helpful, and you value a life that's clean of clutter and conflict. And finally, gray. A preference for gray points to balance and maturity. You aren't one for the spotlight, preferring a simple, straightforward, and secure approach to life.
So what's the takeaway here? How can you actually use this? First, to understand yourself. Recognize how your own color preference reflects your core personality. Second, to read the room. You can now observe the colors people choose to get a better sense of who they are. And third, you can choose your impact. You can consciously use color to project a certain image, like wearing blue to an interview to build trust.
You now have the key to decoding this secret language. So, I'll leave you with a final thought. When you look at who you are, deep down, does your favorite color truly tell your story?